Alright, so welcome back. This is part 3. In part 3, we want to actually transfer the data that we got in main into our final result screen. And, well, we need to build a result screen. But let's do some final tweaking here. So, a couple things. This we said is good, but we want it to be center aligned. Uh, also, uh, maybe Maybe this font isn't ideal for this after all, because it's a little too fancy and stuff. Let's go ahead with seeing how this font will look with this instead. Yeah, I think this might be a little better suited to our needs. Our line still works. Let's see if our line still works. So let's go ahead and add some other text. This is some other long text. Okay, maybe Ets, I don't know what Ets is. Long stuff. So maybe the line should be a little higher than this. Okay. Alright, that's good now. Alright. Very good. Since this doesn't matter, we could actually make this delete. Nothing there. And we're good there, good there. I want to actually add a previous button as well. So I'm just going to duplicate this. And I'm going to move it to the left. Naturally, we're going to call this duplicate. So let's go to our text part. And instead of next, we'll go previous. Just to allow the user to, the person mistake had a problem with a previous step, you can go back and see what that step is. This we can make it disabled for now, so we can actually make it invisible at the beginning. So to do that, we can, a little trick of the trade, we can just do the scale X to be 0. Okay, it disappears. It's there, but just that it doesn't have any value there. So if we want to fix that in code, we will go transform scale X, and we'll change that to 1 X scale. Alright, great. So far so good. Let's see that we have not broken anything. Welcome to my game. Next. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Next. Multiply the result by 5. Add 100. Very good. Now add 23. Finally, minus the year that you were born. Right. In the type. Right. So this part here, we have to make the scale 0. So let's go ahead and fix that. And we have to also add our you have to also add our back button interface interaction. So at the start, we have next button on click. So now we'll have a previous button, Control C. Go here, Control V. Change this to PREV. We'll go previous. PREV. Boom. Alright. Now we have issues. So let's create that here. Control C. So we don't have that defined as yet. So now we are defining it here. PREV. Previous button. Alright. So why is this here? Because we don't have this function yet. So let's go ahead and create that function. Generate it. We really don't need you. And so it's pretty much the same thing as this. All we are saying is it can be less than 0, can it? Control C, Control V, if the index, if the current index is greater than 0, only if it's greater than 0, then we will not increment, but we will decrement it. So that will be minus minus. And then it's the same thing here. Alright, perfect. That works for me. So this will go back, go previous. So at this point though, type in your, so at this point we want input scale x. So go and we need to make it visible now. Input dot transform dot position dot local scale. Transform the local scale is equal to a new vector tree, which is 111. So this makes it visible. Alright, this will listen for the enter command, and when it goes enter, it will calculate the result. But instead of actually going to this now, we wanted to go to scene. Instead of going to this part, we wanted to actually go to the next scene. But we need to have a way to capture this data and save it outside of the scene so that it can now be accessed by the other scene. So how do we do that? Alright, so what we can do here is create a new, we need to create a new static class, and we'll call this results. Alright, we'll create a static class and we'll call it results. So for now, we will also need to load the other scene. So we'll do a scene manager. Oops, Control Z, manager. Okay, scene. Come on. Scene. Okay, there you go. Scene manager dot load scene, and this is where we want to go. What is the third scene? Third scene will have a build index of 2. Always 1 less than you think, because it's 0 indexed. Alright, so we leave here, and what we'll do is I'll do a to do update static class with the new values for age and magic number. So this must be done first, but I rather create the class first and then do it here. So let's go ahead and do that in our editor. So in our editor, I'm going to create a new script, C# script, and we will call this script results. Actually, we ought not call it results because we have a thing called, okay, well, we have a result. Alright, good. So let's go ahead and open this up in code. So we want to actually have this as a public static class. It doesn't inherit from mono behavior, and it doesn't have any of these functions. We're just gonna have public integer, static integer called age, and let's set it with 0 to begin with, and we will also have a public static integer called magic number. Right? Let also that be 0 just because. Save it here. And let's swap back to Merlin. And now for to do, we can say now, so our public static class is called result. Result, it's results. Results dot magic number is equal to magic number. And results dot age is equal to age. Great, great, and then we load the CD2. Alright, let's go hop over to our editor and see that we have. Let's go back to restart. So we need to also have a button. So let's look at the game. Okay. Result, there's a result. And let's put this a little bit up. Result, can we move you? Move it a little bit up. And let's go ahead and add. Let's go ahead and add our button. UI button. Here he goes. And here he is. Down here at the bottom of, make sure it doesn't drag, so there's enough room. Alright, so a couple things for him. We want the text to be play again. We want the font to be new. We want the color to be, I'm good with the yellow for this one. And naturally we want the background to be just a little bit. Okay, nice. And the text, we could make this, there's the text. Let's go ahead and auto size it. Alright, perfect. So we have our button, and save this. Let's go back, hop back over to our we have our result screen here. Alright, so let's get our public, and this will be a button. We'll call this play again. Alright, so at the start, after we set this, we go to end. We're going to say play again. Dot on click dot add listener. Let's call it restart. Alright, perfect. Let's generate that method. It's a private method, that's fine. And by now you should know how to do this. It should be scene manager dot load scene dot 0, because we want to go back to 1. Meanwhile, we should we should actually reset our results as well. Results that magic number equals 0. Say results could have made a function as well, but that's fine. And we make that equal to 0. Great. Control S. I think we are in business. So there we have it. We have our results. We'll play again. See how this looks here. That looks okay. Alright, so let's load our splash screen and unload this. And let's play the game, I think, and see what happens. Play. Alright, so we have our game. Oh, we should have something like Merlin the Magician. Play now. Yeah. Merlin the Mathematician. Play now. That's fine. Go ahead, play now. Welcome to my game. Next. Pick a number between 1 and 100. I pick 5. Next. Multiply the number by 5. That's 25. Next. Add 100. 25 and 100 is 125. Next. Multiply the result by 20. 125 by 2 is 250. 250, 2500. 2500. Next. Add 25, 23. So that's 25, 23. Next. Minus the year that you were born, 2005. Okay. Well, whatever. You see? Should I write it down? So if I minus my date. Next, so this is the number. Type in the result in the space provided. I got 547. Next. And next, oh, I press enter. Yeah, press enter. Alrighty then. You have an error. Null reference not set on instance of an object. So we have an. Alright, so I found the problem. The problem was we didn't attach the previous button to our script. So we can fix that quickly. Go ahead and load the main. You can unload this, but you know what? You really don't have to. Go to the canvas. And you see where we have the million, we have the dialog linked up. Alright, okay. Really, let's unload the main then. Unload this. Right. So we have the dialog linked up, which is in the scroll. We have this linked up, right? We have the input field linked up, right? But we have the next button linked up, but we don't have the previous button linked up. So to link up the previous button, see previous button, you need to drag this guy, which I think is the second one, right? That's what it is. Right, perfect. And that should solve all our problems. Save this. And matter of fact, let's just test it here. See if we have any additional errors. And the errors go away. Good. Alright. So let's test the entire app again one more time. Load the scene splash. Unload this. And in our game, we go ahead and press play. Hit play. Alright. Next. My number was 547. Press enter. Great. Problem. And we also have another problem here. So this is paused. Same error here. In the result screen, we didn't uh, link our public asset. So we will load our result screen, and in our canvas where we have the result, this we need these two things we need to link. So notice in the canvas we have a play again button. These two things need to be linked up, so we need to put our result, which is the dialog, right, and the button down here. Alright, great. Save this, unload this, unload scene. So you should see 0 and 0. If I play this, we should see 0 and 0 for your magic number and your age. And you will be 0 years this year. And we need a space here though. And you either are or will be 0 years old. So we need a space here. So let's go ahead and magic number. So yeah, we need a space here. Alright, I'm gonna try this. Okay, you know what? Let's leave it as that. Save this, perfect. And let's go back, hop back over. Right, so let's see if that did anything. Alright, very good. And so far so good. Let's see if we can do a couple things though with the result. Go to my scene. I'm thinking maybe we can make it a little. Actually, you know what? Let's not mess with it too much. This looks perfect. Let's test the entire application out one more time. Make sure it works. So go load scene here, unload this, and let's go ahead and play. Alright, so go play, go next, pick a number. Alright, and I said 547, 547. Go ahead next. It should go to, oh, you have to press enter. And the number you chose was 5, and you either are or will be 47 years old, aren't I? Hit play again, and it should go back to this guy. Play again, play now. Good. So let's say I picked 27 this time. 27, 47. Then I go enter. And good. And you have a fully functioning game. Let's go ahead and build it out as a website. Build settings. So we want it to actually be a WebGL. Actually, let's just do it as an application. And as far as I'm concerned, that works. So let's go build, because this will come depending on your setup. You may have the Android and the WebGL or what have you, but all of them come with at least one, which is the Windows, Macs, and Linux. So we will go ahead and build this out. We'll build it in the project, and we'll go select the folder and just wait and see. Alright, so quick note, don't build it to your default directory that they show you, because you'll have problems. Build it to your desktop or what have you. And there I did it. So let's see how it works as an executable. Simply double click and we will see our game. Look at that. Our game is finished. We go play now. Welcome to my game. Oh, problem. Next, pick a number, multiply by 5, and we will go 4, 5, 47. Next, enter. Alright, so you can tell what's the problem here. I can tell you what's the problem here. Let's fix it quickly. Right, so the problem here was that in our main, load the scene, unload the scene. Alright, and the problem here, our canvas was not scaling. So if you go to canvas, canvas scaler, see it uses constant pixels, and that is scale it with the speed size. So that was what was going on. I was wrong. So we can just adjust. When you do that, you have to adjust these a little bit so that it still fills the canvas, sort of. Alright. Other than that, no big mistake, no big errors. I think you have to also do it with the other one as well. So save this. You're going to load this scene and you're going to unload this scene. And in this one, the canvas, also the scaler, has to go to scale with speed size. And because of that, we need to also, I think we just have to move it, the background. So we just have to move the background a little bit to the upside. Coppers. There. Alright, save that. And you'll just build it one more time. Just go ahead and build it one more time. Build. Right, build. I'm going with desktop. Select folder. And I will be back when it's done. Oh, it seems to be done quickly this time. Build completed in 27 seconds. Building soon through results. Alright, so here we go. Again. Take 2. Okay, now, and you see now it's working. You still have a little excess there for some reason. We'll have to figure that out. 547. Next. Press the next. Enter. This one works pretty good. And there you have it, guys. Unity game in an hour and a half, or a little more than an hour and a half. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you in the next video.